It's been a while, guys, but I am back with a new Facts on Authors video. Today we are going to be talking about that wonderful American author, John Steinbeck. Hi guys, it's Samantha, and as I said in my intro, I am here with a new Facts on Authors video. These are the videos where I tell you 15 interesting facts about some of the most famous authors, and even a few who maybe aren't so famous. Today I'm going to be doing the American author John Steinbeck. I think he is one of America's most well-known authors, and I found quite a lot of interesting trivia attributed to him, so now let us get started on some of his facts. So fact number 1, John Steinbeck ended up giving Route 66 its nickname. He was the first to refer to the road as the Mother Road in one of his most famous novels, The Grapes of Wrath. After that point, the name stuck, and that is still to this day Route 66 nickname. Fact number 2, John Steinbeck was born in Salinas, California, February 27th, 1902. To a family of moderate means, his father was the county treasurer, and his mother was a school teacher who imparted her love of learning and reading to her son. Fact number 3, Steinbeck's parents were actually very supportive of his writing, and soon after him and his first wife moved back to California from New York, they set him up in the little cottage owned by his father and supplied him with free housing, paper and pencil, and loans so that he could pursue his passion of writing. Number 4, he spent his summers during his childhood working on nearby ranches. It was here that he encountered migrant workers and the harsh reality of their life that would later become a part of his novels. He only ever wrote one fantasy novel, The Acts of King Arthur and His Noble Knights. It was Le Morte d'Arthur that taught John Steinbeck to love reading. Prior to that, as it says in the foreword to this book, he hated reading and found it a chore, but when he encountered Le Morte d'Arthur given to him by his aunt, he really discovered a love for reading and language. It's what taught him right and wrong, and he feels that it was that work alone that really gave him a formative idea of his morals that would later be in his future works. The Grapes of Wrath was banned and burned across America. The Associated Farmers of California deemed it to be a bunch of lies and communist propaganda, and the FBI put John Steinbeck under surveillance after this book was published. It was deemed obscene and full of propaganda by a lot of the population. An early draft of Mice and Men was eaten by John Steinbeck's dog, so apparently Riley is not the only paper eater in the world. So is John Steinbeck's dog. During World War II, John Steinbeck served as a foreign war correspondent. He wrote many pieces of nonfiction during this time period, including Bombs Away, the story of a bomber team, Once There Was a War, and a Russian journal. In 1962, Steinbeck won the Nobel Prize in Literature. At the time, it was very controversial because many people considered his best writing years to be behind him, but now a lot of people think that this was politically motivated. He was still being slandered because of the social issues that he brought to light in his novels. His 1962 book, Travels with Charlie in Search of America, is a book about his time traveling across country with his poodle, Charlie. In addition to winning the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1962, he also was awarded the United States Medal of Freedom in 1964. One of John Steinbeck's best friends was a marine biologist, Ed Ricketts, and together they wrote a nonfiction book called Sea of Cortez, which they wrote after a 6-week expedition together in Mexico to study marine life. John Steinbeck died December 10th, 1968 of congestive heart failure. He left behind 2 sons and a large body of work. He wrote 12 novels, 11 works of nonfiction, 4 novellas, 2 short story collections, 1 film, and 1 work of fiction, which would be The Acts of King Arthur and His Noble Knights. John Steinbeck had a very prestigious and quite impressive literary career. He explored a lot of social issues that really weren't being brought to light at the time, and I think he did a lot to kind of bring people's attention towards things that were not necessarily good that were going on in the world at the time. Really interesting and rather influential man. Alright guys, those were my 15 facts on John Steinbeck. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of these facts and any other authors you'd like to see me feature in future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, happy reading. Bye!